Over there. Put it on the fridge.
Put it in airplane mode and that works?
Or if you put it over there, you should be okay.
Airplane. Who is this? Just...
Oh. Are we live?
We're live.
We're live. There's my phone telling me we're live. Ho ho! Welcome to Schnozzcast.
Late.
Damn it.
There we go. All right.
Well, where was I? Oh, yeah. Welcome to Schnozzcast, episode 30 for Friday, July 19th, 2019. Number 30, boys and girls.
It's a big
round number. That's a number that's divisible by 3.
Wow.
I mean, whoever thought we'd get there?
I did.
Except for episode 18 and maybe 12.
I was assured that you wouldn't.
By you?
2, 3.
You were assured by myself that you would never get there. And I'm here to rub it in your face.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad it's going that far.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how far it goes. All right, going around the horn. The man without whom there are no pink shirts with undershirts underneath.
That's right.
Mr. McBayer.
How you doing, Bob?
I'm good, sir. I'm full.
Yeah, Bob and I just had some food, and it's very filling, but fantastic. We'll talk about that later.
Yes, sir. And the one, the only, well, sorry, one of the few, Cory Celeste.
One of the very few.
For a
Might be a couple other.
How are you now?
Oh, not so bad. And you?
Not so bad. Once again. We meet again, Longshanks. Luckily for you, I don't have the fan going. You and your
I know.
racerback tank top.
I'm surprised you don't have the fan
Yeah,
going.
well, you can see the sweatshirt sitting there behind you.
Might have to work on that on break. Get that fan out.
Oh, I can go. Yeah, I'll go. You just say the word.
Well, now I have 2 sweatshirts,
It's a little
so.
balmy down here, so
It is.
it was a mildewy day.
It was.
It was.
I don't know about you, but when I woke up, all my windows were fogged.
Covered in mildew.
Yep, 17 degrees hotter outside than it was inside. Danielle, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to have you.
Thanks.
And someone we haven't seen in a while. Someone whose reputation precedes them. Someone who is a great fan and supporter and contributor for women's wrestling. Mr. Joe Guido.
The great Hussein Agrabah.
Assalamualaikum.
Right back, yeah. No, I'm glad I'm back.
We're glad to have you. I see you're rocking the Coors Banquet.
Yeah.
At least it's a brand we all recognize.
And I like those brands that you don't recognize.
I know, you like coming in and
Try
going.
something new.
I only bought 3, so I'm going to need
You
someone
thought
else's beer in about 3 weeks.
No, because the deal is every time you can, I can, but that's why I bought bigger ones.
Oh, I haven't even opened one.
That is the deal.
Well, I'm glad you remembered the deal, because I did not.
He, right at the door, at the steps, he wasn't even in the house yet. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, I've only brought 4 beers and drinking what Nick drinks.
Okay, well, you've already lost. Because I didn't open mine yet.
Well, I heard a crack, so I scrambled for a beer and went started drinking immediately. So
I didn't see, but it sounded like it was Nick cracking a beer. Let's just assume that it was.
I like this rule.
I think it's a good rule. I think if you're gonna try to maintain, an acceptable level of buzz while still having an intelligent conversation, I think following your lead is a good idea.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly.
They don't know that I took like a belly full of edibles before we got here.
Oh.
We will soon, though.
We will soon find
No,
out.
I might just stand up and walk up.
Oh, yeah, that's what you do. You just get up and walk away.
That's what you do.
And then you go sleep it off in your car for 3 hours.
Or in the middle of the street somewhere.
Yeah.
And get to my car.
Angela Lansbury over here has got something very important that she's typing out.
I like your use of the pronoun. By the way, as a nice, cool little inside joke for the listeners, whenever we are texting back and forth on the Schnozzcast text thread, and someone needs to refer to Cory getting any kind of work done on his laptop, it's always followed by the Kermit the Frog frantic fingers at the keyboard
For the typewriter.
from the Muppet Show.
Well, no, because the issue being is we did have someone ask a question, but it's insanely politically based. So I was trying to explain to her that on the
Oh,
What's wrong with that?
damn it! Sorry.
Airplane
bad.
mode.
so I was explaining to her that on the podcast we do not discuss politics or religion.
So it's not even something that we could sort of delicately tap dance around? Is that me? That is me.
No, because
Nope, definitely not.
No, it's not.
Joe doesn't have dancing shoes, and it's going to go to a bad place.
Okay. Well,
This is not freedom of speech.
no, that's okay.
See, I told you. I told you. See what you're going to
There's
start.
No.
Hats on all this.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
I'm not liking these rules.
They've
Look,
always
look, we-
been the same.
Yeah, we've
They're really
never talked about politics or religion. Those are two things that it doesn't matter how you say it, you're going to offend somebody. We're trying to keep we're going right down the middle of the road. Not going close to the edge of the lane.
Joe doesn't care about offending people, though.
That's true, but that's
Doesn't bother me in the least.
He
I know.
also
I
didn't
see him.
care-
He's like, I don't understand.
He also didn't care
What do you-
about drinking 12 beers, but now we are on a program in which he is following your lead, and that's what we're doing.
Now on a program.
That's what we're doing
program.
with the content. So,
And why is Indy staring and breathing up at me
All those
because you're the
edibles.
one who's giving him ice cubes.
when he's not eating ice cubes? Then I don't have to smell his breath. So
His breath's actually not that bad. Elsa was horrible. Elsa was 14 and she was, 11. Not good. Not good. His isn't too bad.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like,
I mean, if you stick your nose directly in his
yeah.
mouth.
His
Yeah.
snout was like right here for quite some time. I had to.
Yeah. Oh, look, you got to clean that part of yourself. So.
I do. There's no problems.
But you have a washcloth, you have a scrubby, you have a whatever it is that you use. Your hand, your foot, let's say,
Yeah.
to clean that area. All he's got is his tongue. That's it.
I can tell. But anyhow,
Yeah. So moving right along. Housekeeping for the week. If this is your first time, welcome. Thanks for joining. Please make sure and send us something. Send us some feedback. Send us questions that you have. What you think of the show. Something you'd like to know. Question you want us to ask on the air.
We did get our first request as far as the topic.
Oh, okay.
Melissa asked, didn't even ask, just stated sex.
Yes, please. At Schnozzcast@gmail.com. That's SCHNOZZCAST@gmail.com.
Susan Kendall has entered the room.
Sex, but no religion or politics.
Look, sex is something that everybody can get behind.
Yeah, but you're trying to keep
Pretty-
it clean. You said you're trying to keep it clean.
No, we're trying to keep it down the middle of the road. We're trying not to offend people.
Well, I can offend people. Sex.
No, I'm aware of
Talk
that.
about sex.
I am aware of this.
Brains moving.
Well, thankfully, it wasn't even a question. It was just
Statement.
Was there a period?
No, not even a period. Just
No, just a bland, totally lack of punctuation.
Listen, not everybody uses punctuation in a text format.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, there are Neanderthals in the world.
I am not a
That's
Neanderthal.
what men do. Women are pretty good with punctuation.
They were making fun of me last time because I was at home typing in and I wasn't using punctuation.
Yeah,
I
we're not
mean,
animals.
Yeah, you got two thoughts.
Mhm.
You're trying to string them together. You got to put something in there.
Nitpickers.
Semicolon, period.
Well, if there deserves to be a period.
But they're two separate thoughts.
Not if there's only one thought.
No, I just said there's two separate thoughts. That's the example here.
But I'm saying if there's not.
Be a run-on sentence.
Yes, of course, if there's not. But then again, how do you know when you're done? Because you'd hit send?
Yes,
No, the rules of the world say period. That's how you do it.
there are no rules.
Oh, there's
So-
rules.
Is this a podcast or am I in 8th grade English again? You don't need to know this. As long as I spell stuff right.
I'm just trying to keep you from
Sometimes I
talking
don't.
about sex and politics.
This beer is delicious. I think I'll sip it at a very slow, savory pace.
Do whatever you want.
Thanks, man.
I'm still gonna drink them when I'm done, so I'm not waiting for you.
Joe.
Oh, well, so there goes the program. How long did we make it? 10 minutes and 23 seconds.
No, I still got quite a bit. But if he's gonna do that on purpose, then I'm not gonna give a shit.
No, the program isn't dependent upon what he does. It's all dependent upon you drinking at his pace.
But if he's gonna drink at that pace, I'm not gonna drink at that pace.
No, that's the whole point.
But
It
that's
wasn't
what I
like,
mean.
hey, Joe, drink at Nick's pace unless Nick is
But
drinking
Nick's
slow
not
and you
drinking
feel like
at
you should be drinking
he's not
faster.
drinking at his normal pace.
What is he drinking at?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't drink that fast.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we're here for, well, not tonight, but sometimes it's
You
a
know how
3-hour
many
podcast.
podcasts
Whenever
I've stared at Nick and how much
Whenever
he's
I
drank.
watch your
Not as
podcast,
many
I
as
put
me.
it on mute, and all I look and see how fast, how many beers people are drinking.
Oh, thanks, man.
And you're top notch.
You're
You drink the most.
So we have
you were aces,
so we have an
sir.
audio podcast that you want to be a part of,
Mhm.
and you
That
put
you
it
turn
on
the-
mute and
And I
watch
just watch
Watch
how
us
much
drink.
I drink.
how much you drink.
Okay, makes sense.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
As you do.
Except when Cory pulled out the poop knife and then they put it up to the camera. I was like, oh
sound,
Unmute.
Volume up.
Pause.
my god, that looks cool.
Yeah, is that an audio poop knife? Is that one that plays a song?
Is that for spreading cake batter? What is that for?
Once you cut the poop, does it make a sound? Like a...
Someone else made that sound earlier when they were reaching for something.
Oh! No names will be said.
Someone was reaching for a white claw.
I did not.
Rhymes with Raniel.
I did not.
No. See, yeah, we don't have audio or video proof of that.
The back of the Razorback tank top just kind of fluttered a little bit.
It's all speculation and hearsay. I don't believe a word.
Conjecture.
Women don't do that, do they?
Nope.
Yeah, ever. Even though it's a biological function.
Smells like mangoes in here.
I'm not drinking mangoes.
No, they do, but they think that they can mask it entirely by just dousing the bathroom with every kind of spray that they have, lighting candles. But then when you walk in after they go, it still smells like shit in there. It just smells like everything else. Like, I can still smell your shit.
So we
You
did
not get rid of that.
get a question that came through from
Drugs.
Cindy Howland.
Rock
And then I was saying, just wait for the rock and roll. No, Miss Cindy Howland asked, she said, so my son just purchased a new Ninja motorcycle. I'm worried about its safety. What advice do you have that can help him ride safely that most other people don't know?
Has anybody at this table ridden a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Joe has.
Okay, so that's two of the 5.
I've been
I've
I
been
rode
on
with my
one.
dad
But did you
when I was
ride
younger.
on your own?
No.
Or so 2 of the 5. 2 of the 5 of us. So you guys should probably, if you can, speak to this.
Don't get on your bike after drinking even one beer.
Or
That's good
she
advice.
she wants to keep him safe.
Avoid potholes.
And how old is he?
I shouldn't put that.
Avoid the clash.
But she wants to
Jimmy
keep him
Dugan.
safe, right?
Don't let him ride the bike.
Tell him sell the bike tomorrow. Because,
Potholes are scary if you're on a motorcycle.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
would
could go over a pothole on a car and just be like, yeah,
I
on
mean,
a motorcycle.
I mean, and we've all hit potholes in cars too that you've hit it and you're kind of like, oh Jesus!
Oh yeah, Joel.
Just,
So,
just you and I the other day.
Imagine hitting that on a motorcycle.
Right, your front wheel gets stuck, you go flying.
Right.
Wear a helmet.
But I also the other big thing too, I would say those guys you see like cutting in and out of traffic.
Don't do that.
You don't do 140 miles down 96,
Yeah.
weaving in and out of traffic. You catch him doing that, then I would definitely say it's time to. Even though she said he's 27. Even though he's 27, then it'd be time to take that bike away.
Is this like he's just getting one? He's never had one?
No, apparently it's his first one. So
You know,
Never had one. Ninja's his first one.
yeah,
yeah, that's
yes.
That did not
Hayabusa.
go how you planned it.
No, it didn't.
You're like, I'm just going to try to maybe sort of swallow that one.
You know,
Did not happen.
I was driving home from the store tonight, and I got caught. I was about 4 cars back, and I got caught at the light at
Mhm.
Auto Club Drive because I was heading towards Allen Park, or heading towards Southfield.
Okay.
And then they have a turn lane, so you can turn on Auto Club Drive. And this F-150, a silver one, the light turns green and no cars are just starting to move, and he flies in that turn lane and then completely cuts that first car off, driving like a madman. That's the shit that bikers got to look out for.
Yeah.
Because if it would have been motorcyclist, he would have taken off quick, and then that truck would have friggin' slammed right into him.
Yeah. If it was
he's
my
got
son, I'd be like, I would be freaked out every day.
Yeah, you got to watch out. You're the one that needs to be watching out. You can't. Cars are too crazy.
And the
nowadays.
good motorcycle drivers out there, you see them watching out. You see them.
Oh yeah, they turn signal right.
Constantly right. Staying, away from traffic in the lane. I'm not sure what is the rule actually if you're in a lane. Let's say you're in the left lane, and there's cars in front of you, behind you, and to your right. Do you stay over to the left side of that lane?
Yeah, you stay near the curb.
Near the curb?
Yep.
As farther away from all the vehicles as you can?
Yeah, you never want to drive like down the middle of the lane because then people might think they can get over. But even if they do get over, you're at least far enough to where they might clip you, but they
you can
won't
still
barrel
tackle.
into you.
Okay.
That's why they always say ride two. Always ride with two, because then if you're riding
Yeah.
side by side, you look like a car.
Right? Makes sense.
Dr. Phil Anton just entered the room.
Dr. Phil Anton. We're supposed to golf in a couple weeks.
All right.
Where you guys golf?
Him and I and Phil Bowen are all going to Wally's house. I can't remember where he
fucking Wally.
lives.
Good
He used
guy.
to live in Toledo, but I understand it's in Michigan now. I can't remember the name of the town, but
Of
Yeah.
course.
don't know yet.
No.
Don't know yet. But he's already called for tee times. It should be interesting.
Have you played yet?
I've played, yeah. Matter of fact, I just played with Cory's mom and her boyfriend on Monday
Oh,
in the
nice.
golf league.
Nice.
This was a last minute thing, and
You were the sub?
I was the sub, but I got a card to myself. We were at Warren Valley, but we played like 6 holes, and then rain came from nowhere and just
Oh, really?
all thunder, lightning. So they sounded the siren. They're like, everybody off the course. So like, we got to go. So we were the farthest point you could get from the
Of course,
clubhouse.
that's when it happens.
So it's Warren Valley. It's a lot of, you're not sticking to the cart, so you're going over the fairways and whatnot, and it's very lumpy and rolling and.
What?
You all right? Oh.
I'm listening to the story.
Are you falling asleep already?
No!
Jesus, it's not even 20 minutes in.
Little squinty.
I am not. Those are just my eyes.
Those are just my eyes.
Oh, Bob's voice is so. It's so.
Tom's talking about golf. I mean, look. So, but Danielle always tries.
Perhaps he's also cooking some delicious warm waffles that would make me go.
Danielle always tries to feign interest in the story, and so she'll look like directly at you, and she'll be like. And I think it's because she's trying to force being interested too much. So she all of a sudden she like bores herself. Like she's like,
I know
oh
what
god.
he's
Let me show them how
talking about.
interested I am. Oh my god, it's so hard to keep
It is
my
a lot
eyes
of it is a
open.
lot of times with Bob. It's a lot of times.
It's I get the same look from my kids, so I don't even care. It happens so often.
She's like
Yeah.
Talking to your kids and just
looking
like,
very intently at him.
No,
Except for Cecilia. Cecilia doesn't do that. She
understand.
gives you the,
Oh,
and it's a wide-eyed, and like
Stare.
she'll crack a safe.
it's that stare that goes like, I'm not listening to, nor going to remember a word you're saying.
Right.
But you just keep on
But
talking.
keep
If you-
talking.
Yeah.
1,000-yard stare.
It's that, are you done yet? Like from the very beginning.
Oh god.
But anyway, we got back to the clubhouse, right? We're all soaking wet. Try to grab the clubs and whatever you got in the cart and run underneath, by the door, the little overhang that's there. And the whole golf league is under this overhang trying to stop.
I'm listening.
Slanty eyes.
Fuck you.
Those are just my eyes.
It was pouring rain. And we can see there's people in the bar, right?
Was it a
But
military
the door's
day?
locked. And the guy's sitting there at the desk, and people are like pounding the door. And finally, C comes over and he goes, "Can we need to get in there?" But now you can't come in. I locked the door already. But it's we're all out here. There's like 25 people trying to huddle underneath this thing. He's like, "I just vacuumed the floor." Nope.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, why is anybody going to this golf course anymore?
let us out. There are women and children out here.
But it's not the first time. That happened with you and me a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but where they just decided to close. We came there for Twilight Golf, and they just said, nah.
Oh, Danielle wouldn't last during Twilight Golf. Not at all.
I am fine.
This is really.
I can't last during twilight golf.
This is really late, and it's really cool out here.
I think we're
cold on the course.
we're talking about something different than that, Joe.
Yeah.
And then you'd say, "Well, what's going, Danielle? It's nighttime. It's like 63 degrees out here. What's going on? Why did you show up in short shorts?" It was a hot day.
It's 80 degrees outside right now. Fuckers.
There it is.
Write down the time.
Well, that's it. 20:35.
Make that into a soundbite.
Oh, good.
That we can play.
Joe, what are your
when she's
thoughts
not
on
here.
that? We talked about that last episode, trying to see if there was some software where we could create our own soundboard.
Right.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. So like you can push a button and it'll say something that you've said before. Or,
Yeah,
I think that's a great idea.
catchphrase. Yeah.
You could probably do that on your laptop.
Did I not tell you last
Yeah,
time? I did
that's-
find an app that you
did.
you guys continued talking when I was looking for it, and I completely forgot that I did find one that you can just pre-record stuff and make little buttons.
What
I don't
else
know.
have you forgotten that you haven't told us?
I think that's it.
Like Willy Wonka.
We landed on the moon.
We've been
It was
sponsored
actually
5 times.
fuckers.
I forgot to tell you.
Like Willy Wonka.
You got nothing.
So I'm sure I said that too a couple of times.
Is it free, Cory?
Yes, it was. It's free.
Oh, did you download it immediately? Are you about to use it now?
Well, no, I
Oh
can't.
my god, that would be amazing.
Sure,
So I
said it,
found
though.
one, and here it is.
That would be great.
Oh.
We said we needed to make a
Missed opportunity.
soundboard Bob for when he's gone.
Yeah.
Have like a 1 through 10 button where we don't even label those, and it'll be a 1 through 10 like wormhole tangent story that nobody's heard on the podcast. And we'll like need to fill some time, so it'll just be like click, and it'll be like, oh, I was reading this thing the other day, and it'll go into this, and we're like, oh, good.
I
we
was
go to
reading
the
Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the bathroom and go outside.
You come back. And that's when I knew it was the perfect thing for me. So when
Danielle can take a nap, and Cory can make another drink.
you can put it on, you can put it on random shuffle repeat and just give it to her to go to sleep.
All right, let's switch over to the Joe board. Stew. Stew.
Goddamn minimum wage. Stew.
Yeah,
I'm out of here. Stew.
Union.
Minimum wage.
Crack of a beer.
Glug. Glug, glug, glug.
Fuck people.
Glug, glug.
I don't fucking care. Stew.
I'm a simple man.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be great. I don't even care if it costs money. I'll be like, how much can I chip in? You're reaching for the fireball? Excellent idea.
I was giving Indy another breath mint.
Should we get some
Jesus.
flavored water? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for Schnozzcast Schnatz.
Schnatz?
I think that's new.
Are we doing schnatz of
Shotcast.
Smirnoff
Oh.
Yes.
on the Schnozzcast?
I
That's
wish
exactly
you could
what
make
we
an
should do.
eye rolling sound.
Shake.
Eye rolls don't make
Shay,
sound.
could I have a shot of
wish
the
they
Schnozzcast
did.
Schnatz out of the Schnozzcast Schnatz glasses?
The good thing is were you here for when Ken Lashinsky read a word from your word box, Danielle?
Yeah, I was watching.
Danielle, you don't want any, do you?
No, thank you.
All right. That's for you.
What was his word?
I don't remember.
Oh. I'm going to go on a limb and say it started with a sh.
It did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all of them start with a sh.
He was very excited to do it too.
Oh, yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when
Yeah,
you
'cause
yelled
Ken
at me
actually
about
watches
the
the show.
punctuation.
With the sound on.
And
Ken who?
Ken
Ken
Lisinski.
Well, good for Ken.
we
He
said
was the guy in
Say
Danielle's trailer.
Ken
last time.
Lisinski?
we said
Lisinski.
Good for Ken.
we said Ken, you need to Danielle it up a little bit, so he put the hoodie on. He's like, I'm cold.
I know, I
You know,
watched.
All your viewers, if they're listening, do it on one cast. Mute the sound, and then just like ad lib of what you think everybody's talking about. So Nick could be like, and then Bob is putting everybody to sleep, and
Thanks.
Cory's
Yes.
always on the computer.
As he does.
That's fun. It's
You know what, if you're
it's
gonna do that, just start your
Mystery
own
Science
podcast.
Theater.
Right.
Just start your own podcast. If
I'm
you're
not
gonna-
doing it.
No, not you. I'm
Telling
saying
them-
if the listeners are going through a lot of trouble, they might as well just start their own podcast.
Corey,
Sure.
I'll have you know, is halfway through a dissertation right now. So just
We'll have a battling
in case
podcast.
anybody else was wondering, he's
So
actually
Corey's
for
All
working?
right, tip them if you got them, folks.
Cheers,
Corey's,
Joe.
Corey's
Cheers.
working now.
Hey, no, go brush your teeth or something. Breathing all over me.
Poor Indy.
Oh yeah, poor me.
No, I said poor Indy. Hey,
He's a dog.
get out of my purse.
I understand.
You got dog treats in there?
Nope.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
You don't get to be his size by just eating only dog treats.
He's actually lost weight.
I could tell.
That's why we keep feeding him these ice treats.
Sure it wasn't the summer
Ooh.
shedding.
Shummer.
Oh, it's
Summer
it's gonna get all of you guys today.
Oh my God, it's
Summer
Summer shedding.
It's
of
contagious.
Summer shedding?
It's like rubella, Danielle.
Shed.
Danielle's spreading it to everyone she's near.
Spreading.
She's spreading it all over the place.
Oh, Danielle, you're such a good sport.
Yeah.
Spreading it all over
Am
people's
I, Bob?
skin.
She's spreading it to everyone that drinks Smirnoff.
Starting to sound very Sean Connery-like.
I know you got a Sean Connery there.
I was trying to drink some Smirnoff.
Oh, there it is.
You're pretty.
Quit spreading it to everybody.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you, Trey?
No.
With your dago mustache and greasy hair.
That's not bad either, sir. You need to have
That's
a
the
Connery.
sound your mother made last night.
All right.
I love
Now
those.
you have to pull up some quotes from like
I'll take
Thunder-
Schwartz for
Thunderball?
500.
Thunderball. Is that Connery?
You're thinking of Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Not thinking
I'll
of
take
It's a song.
anal bum cover for 200.
It is an album cover.
Oh,
Okay.
you might have the Farrell voice to his Trebek or to his Sean Connery.
Maybe.
All right. Well, let's just finish the housekeeping just for a second. Yeah. So the news that I got this week, only thing I have for housekeeping is that news I shared with you guys. That glorious our hosting site Podbean has a beta program coming up starting next month that we are now pre-registered to start, which will give us a way to do live streaming audio from their site with the potential for using their site to do a call-in guest
Ooh.
up to 8 seats and the ability to automatically generate a podcast from the live stream immediately when we're done.
Wow.
Yeah, I have no idea how it works, but it sounds pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So we're registered. Hopefully they'll call us back.
Beta testing.
Beta testing.
I just heard you guys through my eye.
So, and that's it for housekeeping.
That is very exciting news.
Yeah. Well
Mr.
done, sir.
Clean, Mr. Clean.
Also, shout out to Cory for catching up pretty much. I think on YouTube.
Almost there.
Almost there. Hard work, sir.
Hopefully by the end of tonight, be caught up.
Take that back, Bob.
What's that? Take one
Take
back.
Cory's shout out back. We're not done? Take it back.
No, it's
So-
a preemptive, but if by next week he's still not caught up, I will have to take it back.
We do have to in housekeeping news. We do have to say thank you to everybody that's taken a look at some of our advertisements that we have for the show, because we used to get pretty excited when after 7 days our reach go to sleep, go right.
My eyes have not moved.
Our reach. I started getting tired from my own voice.
Daniel. Let's talk about this shit. And
No, our reach was it shows the analytics on the page, and our reach was, we were excited. In 7 days it was like 400. We were like, oh my god, this is so cool. Well, in 1 day we're at 1,400 now
Wow.
on one piece of art. So I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And we're also over 1,000 friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
On the front
Nice.
page,
Right.
1,000.
So if you're watching us now and looking around and going, how come there's only 4 people in here? You're as stunned as we are.
A lot of them are women.
oh, yeah.
Doing like a girl? Are they doing like a
Sex
girl
appeal.
party? Like, let's get together and watch the Schnozzcast.
Who is this Schnozzcast person that keeps adding all these women?
And pick apart the men. No, doughy and
Doughy.
ugly.
That's-
Who's Doughy?
Doughy, ugly. I don't know.
I don't like that because I think I'm doughy.
Yeah.
Are you referring to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the voice. Yeah.
Let's just face it. There's only one person that can be doughy in this room.
Yeah, and he's under the table right now.
Oh, it's,
That's
Don't
what I was
hurt his
talking about.
feelings. He's already self-conscious about his halitosis.
almost forgot.
Oh yeah.
What's that? What do you got? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, rescind your meme, sir.
You got a meme?
You didn't see that?
No, I did not see it.
No, it's one I sent on the thread about the.
The thread you weren't involved in.
Oh, he wasn't on that one?
Probably not.
What?
I thought there was like 6 of us
There's
involved.
threads I'm not on now?
No, I think he was Kermit the Frogging
Sons
at
of
work.
bitches.
I think you were working.
All right, it's fine. Whatever.
Sometimes you can't.
You guys just go ahead. It's fine. Whatever.
Bob.
I don't care.
Sometimes
I
you,
don't care.
Bob.
What?
Sometimes you can't take 10 minutes away from work.
Too much for
Sometimes you can't.
It's true.
Sometimes you can take an hour and a half.
What? What kind of a job will you take 90 minutes away?
I'll look into it.
I don't know.
See, I
don't
prefer-
know.
I feel like there's some skull fuckery going on right
I
here.
prefer this over that.
The mango flavor's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. Gives you a little hit. That is just like, man.
Yeah, that little hit is called chemicals
Wow.
because he bought it at a gas station.
Somewhat.
75% petrol.
They're legit. They sell everything. Everything's been tested.
Vegetable glycerin.
FDA approved.
So because they sell lots of things, they're legit,
Sure.
just by virtue of volume alone.
Just because the FDA approves it doesn't mean it's a good thing.
But they sell.
Eloquently said. Thank you, Daniel.
They sell those donutettes with the powdered sugar on them, and people are scarfing those. It's just as bad as
They're
for
just
you.
pronounced donuts.
They're just as bad for you.
Donutettes.
I thought no, the donutettes are the small ones.
The donut holes?
No, they're small donuts. You've seen them.
God damn it, you've seen them.
You have seen them.
I guess.
Admit it.
I guess
Admit it, you've seen them.
Right. You
Google
love.
Admit that.
Google that. The
You love
small
mustard.
They sell regular sized
Right,
donuts like the Entenmann's, and then they sell the small ones,
The powdered ones, and
They're
Mom,
called donuts.
Mom, I hate mustard. Since when?
It's when it's.
You love it. Nope. You've seen them.
seen who?
The
Little chocolate donuts.
Oh,
Donusketeers or whatever he's talking about.
That is not what he said, but I like it better.
So done with housekeeping.
Yeah. So finally done with housekeeping.
and only,
We like to finish in the first 30 minutes.
I would say only took a half hour.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all
It's
right.
going to be a shortened cast though. So
It is. So let's not wasting more time.
Chug right along.
Hopefully we've got a theme song for this next segment. I think we have in the past, but let's see if we can pull it together and do another episode of What's on Bob's Shelf.
What's on Bob's shelf?
Ms. Danielle Finn is gingerly and sleepily getting up from the table.
I'm
Just
not
walking.
fucking tired.
Kind enough to wake up to do
Don't
what's on
wake her
Bob's
up.
shelf.
Got to look at my shelf and see
Did-
pull
did-
something
did
at
you-
random completely.
Did you see her wrist?
Oh,
She
yeah.
got a.
Yeah. But again, I have
For
kids, so
good
I don't,
reason.
that doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Here, let me look
Perhaps
this.
I should grab this football.
Oh,
Why is she a vampire now?
I don't know.
And hey, Nick,
What?
second shelf down.
Toilet paper or
Yeah.
paper towel.
Yeah, and then you forgot about that for like 2
This?
weeks, haven't you?
No, Tony has to be here for that.
Oh, Tony has to be okay.
Yeah.
Why am I holding shit for Tony?
Well, thanks, Tony.
Oh, you're holding things for me.
Oh, all right.
Bob,
Then why don't we
your
say-
podcast have been,
What we
has
do
been
when Nick's
taken
here?
over. I'm sorry, your shelf's been taken over.
Yeah, this is
open
Bob's
that.
shelf, not
Don't
Nick's
open that.
shelf.
I'm saving that
Why
for
did you
Tony.
put Nick's mic on it and Nick's candy crate on it? I didn't put
But
those
what about
things
this
there.
one?
Well, I
No,
put the
that's
mic
it.
on it because I felt bad we can't use it, but the candy, I have no excuse. I don't know
You
why
put
it's
that
there.
there.
You this?
Yeah,
I didn't put that there.
I didn't.
Just keep finding random papers.
I didn't
Hey,
touch
we're
it.
not at a
It's
flea market.
It's okay
Danielle.
if Bob
Come on.
puts it on Bob's shelf.
Oh, manila envelope.
Just Bob's taxes from
Bob's
2010.
colonoscopy results. Here's a picture of the inside of his
Andy,
colon.
You have what?
Congratulations,
Sorry,
Bob.
what's-
You have
what?
a spastic
the floor?
colon.
Yeah.
Okay,
and he's
good.
just drooling.
That would
Or
Okay.
eating the
Spastic
floor.
colon.
Oh, the floor's wet? Good.
Excellent. Well, I was hoping it wasn't the shit she was holding.
No.
The colonoscopy reports?
Yeah. All right, she's back.
Number
After
29.
a blistering sprint back from the shelf. She's
Baseball statistics.
Who's Amy Vineyard?
Oh.
I don't know.
Next, are there any dudes in here?
Yes, you do.
What is that?
Some nice cursive there, Bob.
I know.
Notes,
Yeah, you know.
notes from Amy.
Critical analysis corrections.
Snow Elementary.
That sounds intriguing.
Ooh,
Bob
fourth
had
grade.
a pilot on the do-one.
Snow
Okay,
Elementary.
so another composite. Time to pick out which one is me.
Why are there no names on these things?
Because that's how they did it back then. Everyone was anonymous. No one gave a fuck who you were.
Well, with how it goes today, were you identifying as a woman or a man back then?
Bob was a
I
woman
don't know what
back
you're
then.
talking about. Yeah, that was not part of my world.
I'm just wondering why you were identifying.
Indiana Jones postcard.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was how the dog's
straight
name.
from 1983.
I think we need to
I
take,
don't know.
take
There's a
that
lot
right to Indy.
of guys that look like you. A lot of girls that look like you.
What?
Wow.
Oh, your admissions testing.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Did you fail?
That one?
Oh, yeah. Hopefully not. Hey, nice work, sir. You got me.
I got Bob.
You got me.
You're the only kid that's smiling.
I was told to smile. Where else?
You ever hear a belt be removed through 6 belt loops within 2 seconds?
I'm getting the board.
Right. Danielle, thanks for not sharing my subpar testing scores.
You're welcome.
No, share.
No,
Oh, sure.
they're nobody's business. They're his SAT
Yeah,
scores.
oh, fuck out of here. This is Danielle's segment. I
He's
guess.
moved on.
No touchy. This is mine.
Just looking.
No, you can look after I look. That's how this works.
No, it's not how it
Danielle.
works. He doesn't get to look at all.
Slapping
This
and
is your
grabbing my
segment.
hand.
Let
is all
go.
I'm doing. I'm just going to rip it in half. So.
Thank you.
I'll give you my keys so you can stab him right in the hand.
I have a knife, so I'll stab her right there.
Not
Is
that.
And
this
then it's
you
going to be a
in
big
this picture?
bloodbath.
Um,
And Cory pulls out his gun, shoots me.
I'm sure
and I
that's
lash
somewhere.
out.
No, that's
with
not
a
me. That's
wound in my
quarterback.
chest, and maybe
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's me. Of course it is.
get Danielle one more time, and then there's 3 of us that are dead.
It's all your high school.
Yeah,
Practice
clippings from
stuff?
Yeah, clippings from.
People are
from,
leaving the room.
Football banquet, varsity football award.
Yeah, this is not as interesting as I thought it was going to
It's
be.
not. It's a lot of football stuff.
Yeah. Well, you could just fast forward through all that shit.
Bob ranking the
ACTs.
warmest bench ever.
It's like everything from your senior year of high school. I'm assuming?
No, that's junior high right there.
This is.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is even better.
Good thing you wrote your name, just so you know it. Whoever wrote your name on there, just so you're very sure it's you.
Oh, it wasn't attached to the picture. I'm sure it was at a banquet.
You're harder to find in this one.
I'm not sure what this one
In the
is.
throes of puberty.
Camp
That's
Dearborn.
Camp Dearborn. Yeah, Camp Dearborn picture.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
So Nick, tell the listeners where we went for dinner tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Unless you wanted to use that for a pick of the week.
No, that's fine.
right.
Let's get through some stuff.
Yeah.
So Bob and I went to World of Beers in Canton tonight. Fantastic looking staff. Fantastic patrons.
Gay bar?
Completely gay. All gay bar. Awesome beer selection. Bob and I got, Bob got a Guinness. I got some poolside.
Yep, and I got a Lord Hobo Meat and Potatoes is the brand name.
As you do.
It was like a very silky smooth Guinness with a bit of a roasted malt thing finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Kind of keeps working for 40 seconds after you drink it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the beer that kept on giving.
Yeah. So the poolside is a
Pool time. Pool time. Yeah.
Pool time.
I kept doing-
Amazing. I
What?
love pool time.
Oh, you know
It's a-
pool time?
Yeah, last summer I had it.
Is
Oh, Jesus.
It's a
we're
beer.
late. We're Johnny Come Latelys here.
Yes, you are.
It's a beer made to be drank in the summertime.
Bell's, right?
I don't think so.
I think it's Bell's.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Has a hint of clove.
This is a questionable letter.
Cory has a very smug look on his
Okay.
face.
All right.
Yeah, hint
Is this a
of
letter I wrote to my my childhood hero, my pen pal?
Mm-mm.
No.
hint of clove, and a very tart cherry finish. was fantastic. Bob and I got a giant Bavarian pretzel bigger than his head
It was very big pretzel.
with beer cheese and honey Dijon.
So yeah, some
Honey
kind
mustard.
of some
Definitely
sort
not
of,
yellow.
No, it was really good. So World of Beers in Canton. Awesome food. Awesome. beer.
What made that a strictly summertime beer, made to be drinking in summer?
Based on it went into greater detail that I can't do any justice, but it was very light tasting. It's sour cherry instead of sweet, so it's refreshing.
It's almost like a lighter version of cherry wheat.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not at all. Cherry,
No, it's not.
Yes, it
cherry
is.
wheat is very
I'll
sweet.
fight you for it.
It's very sweet cherry tasting. This is a tart cherry with a hint of clove.
You know how lots of people drink wine and Kugel summer shandy in the summertime. Some people do it just because it's got summer in the name, but other people find that it's really like light and refreshing. That's the kind of beer this was.
Oh, okay.
And just think of a beer that's nothing like cherry wheat.
Yes, it is like
Well, I'm not a fan. I like cherry wheat.
Yeah, so you would like this beer.
Well, apparently
There's
you
nothing
would-
like it.
Love it and hate it because
Wow, I mean,
I hate cherry
I'll
wheat.
try it
Siskel and
'cause I
Ebert
wanna
decided
try it.
not
I don't
to.
I'm not going to go off what
grab
they
it from
say.
you.
I'm
I
not a
was
cherry
waiting for you to be
wheat
done with it.
I am thinking though that like you went to World of Beers. You had a couple beers or a beer apiece?
Oh, we had a couple.
I think I had two.
He's
Couple-
just trying to
yeah.
figure out how many he can drink.
No.
We had three.
No, that's not. No.
I see
You
where
had
you're
a couple.
going.
You had a couple beers,
I had
and
two
you
beers.
and you each split a big pretzel.
Yep.
And we had dinner.
Oh, and then you ate more.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
Yep,
going to say,
and a burger.
if all you got was a pretzel and two beers, I'm like, that's like what the monks used to eat in like the 1400s.
Oh,
So we really haven't.
They had a lot of Trappist.
I
Trappist ales on tap.
said to Bob, I said, this is all I want to do. I want to go to like an Oktoberfest and just eat giant soft pretzels and drink beer.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, Frankenmuth, we can do that.
Yeah,
No,
we should do
go
that.
to Oktoberfest in Munich.
Haven't you done that every year for like the past 6 years?
In Munich?
No. Frankenmuth.
Frankenmuth, yeah, but in Munich, no, that's a great.
We're not
that's
going
fun.
to Munich.
That's what I
We
want to do.
can barely get it together to meet in Dearborn.
No, I know.
But if we actually did Frankenmuth, I think that'd be
Frankenmuth
good
is a
trip.
great time. But you have to get your. Probably couldn't get a hotel at the Bavarian, which is right there. Now, they're all booked up. So you pretty much have. If you went there this year, you'd have to get your hotel room for next year.
Or
Yeah.
the last Saturday of every month in the summertime, German Park, in Ann Arbor,
Will you do that?
German Festival.
Every month, last Saturday.
Last Saturday of every month in the
Really?
summertime, German Park, huge outdoor German festival.
Well, that seems easier and closer.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Well,
Well-
German Park.
I'll tell you what. If
Okay.
you made the plans and it's in Ann Arbor, and is there anywhere?
Right outside Ann Arbor. It's like called something, I forget.
Are there? Is it more like a campsite, like a big ground place, or?
It's like a big like wood brown painted like German buildings, outdoor buildings and stages and stuff like that. And
A
they
lot
have,
of
like,
parking though.
Oh god, they're like the field. You park in field. It's almost like going out to a haunted house.
Well, I was gonna say I could get my dad's RV and we could all sleep in there. And we
Panel van.
What?
Panel van.
No.
Just put a
my
couch
van?
in the back. 2 couches in the back. All
my
this
van?
panel
No,
van.
it's an actual RV.
6 of us could sleep in there if we needed to. No, my dad's RV because they don't
Right.
use it anymore. It's been sitting there forever. And we could take it, and if they let us park there, then we could. Is it a 1-day thing or a 2-day thing?
It's a 1-day thing.
Well, at least we
All
have
day.
somewhere to sleep. Then we wake up, sober up, and
They have all homemade German food. They actually have these buckets. They're white buckets like this,
Mhm.
and they fill them with beer, like draft beer. Giant bucket. You drink out of the buckets.
Nice.
You had me at drink out of the bucket.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. Look it up, Cory, German Park.
Do they supply you with sanitized straws?
Yes, to the supply with sanitized straws.
You're from Bavaria.
Don't be pussy. You drink out of
All kinds.
German people don't use the articles. They just-
All kinds of food, homemade
Don't be
pretzels,
pussy.
German
That's
sausage.
a little more
That's
Russian.
that's very Russian.
Don't be
Sorry.
pussy.
Oh, it's great. It's awesome. Great time. Look up German Park, Cory. Okay,
Cory's very
Cory,
excited
yeah,
too.
Cory-
do this.
Corey's like the Jamie of the podcast.
The Jamie of the podcast.
Well, Joe Rogan's
Jamie
got
Summers
Jamie.
from
Yeah.
Bionic Woman.
No,
Oh, okay.
from Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh, the
He's always like, Jamie, look this up. Jamie, do this.
yeah, he's the
Jamie-
producer.
Yeah.
He's basically
Yeah.
No,
And he throws in his 2 cents every once in a while.
Sometimes I think Cory would prefer to just be the producer.
No, sometimes.
Sometimes.
We sit over there. Yeah.
All right, Cory, what do you got?
So there was a letter discovered in this file of school papers that that Danielle picked,
Mm-hmm.
and one caught her attention, which really caught my attention.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it's going to be embarrassing.
It's a letter from the Congress of the United States
Yeah.
to a Miss Harris. Ann Harris. Do you remember Ann Harris?
Yes.
Okay. So apparently, at some point in your high school career,
Mm-hmm.
what did you apply to go do?
Oh, so Naval Academy?
Join the Air Force.
Air Force. Air Force Academy. Yeah.
What happened to that?
Oh, I think I got roundly rejected.
Okay.
For what reasons? Your eyesight?
Grades.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
I've known you for
What
how
about
long?
letters?
Great. Oh my God, that was gold.
Oh, it was
It's
basically
like a
podcast.
recommendation
a letter of
letter.
recommendation to
Yeah. Yeah.
from.
My dad was the director of Parks and Rec for Dearborn Heights at the time, and I've known Ann Harris since I was 12.
Okay.
She used to babysit us when, my mom was a nurse and she worked nights, and my dad was a teacher and he worked days, and so there was some lag in between because he also was a football coach. So she would come over and babysit us for time, and then she ended up working for him in the Parks Department, and she went on to be a teacher. She just retired actually from Hillsdale as a teacher. But yeah, I'm sure working for my dad, I'm sure she got some sort of phone call from him saying, "Hey, you're going to write a letter recommendation for Bobby," and she's like, "I guess I'm going to write a letter." And so she wrote it.
Doesn't your cousin Jeffrey work in the Parks Department?
Oh, Jeffrey works there. Why can't you be more like Jeffrey?
To the Paul Simon.
Your cousin Jeffrey works in the Parks Department.
Thank you. That's way better than what I just did.
So how old were
I don't know
you?
who Amy Vineyard is, but clearly it's a folder that came from somewhere else.
Yes, but it's your name and number.
Right. I think this is literally just stuff from junior high school that
That's what it looked
my
like.
parents had
Yeah.
saved and given to me. So that was What's on Bob's Shelf.
What's on Bob's shelf?
Thank you, sir. So, yeah. Sorry, you've known me for how long and what?
Oh, I've known you for how long? And I never knew you applied to the Air Force.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. It was all my dad.
Trying to get you into the Air Force?
No. No, not that he wanted me to join any branch of the military or anything like that, but
You always used to whistle up and away with a beautiful balloon.
Boy's going to the Air Force.
I haven't really known Nick Bader for that long, but here I am sitting here going, how did he know that I say up and away every time I want to make a career change?
Right.
No, I think he mentioned it to me, and I said I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and he's like, what would you think about the Air Force Academy, and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure he thought it was going to be some sort of discipline for me and structure, and I'm sure I wasn't getting fantastic grades at the time. For me, he felt like I had the potential, and I just needed a firm hand and some some regimented discipline.
Did he ever want you to be inverted?
No, that would come later. I think I would have been the goose then. I would not have been the Maverick. I would have been the goose.
Hey, at least he asked you if you were interested and didn't just sign you up and be like, hey,
No.
Bob, they need you in North Carolina in 2 weeks.
It was less asking and more signing me up. The only thing that tripped it up was the fact that who was the congressman from Michigan who I think he's still a congressman.
John Dingle.
I think it might have been Dingle, who we actually went to Lansing and sat at his office.
Yeah, he was there for like 100 years.
Yeah. So
God rest his soul.
sadly, yeah.
Do you want to see if you would, do you want to see if you would make it in the Air
Yes.
Force? You could try on Joe's or Kevin's headphones.
My head.
No.
Fail.
Yep. Get him out of here.
They come with a windscreen.
No, my dad.
My brother
You're-
recommended.
You know what?
these
Yours
to me. I'm
are
like, all right.
nowhere near as huge as
No.
Kevin's.
Hey, you know what? But
Kevin's would have dwarfed the entire side
These
of your,
are
of
these
your
are pretty
face.
good. Mikey told me to buy them.
Kevin landed a Harrier.
I can
They're-
use these for
You can
recording.
tell they're comfortable. Kevin's don't look comfortable. Kevin's look like they weigh 100 pounds.
Yes.
Yours actually have like pads on the top of your skull,
100 pounds.
but Kevin's are like, I don't even know what. They're bigger than this whole side of
No,
your
yeah,
face.
my,
He looks
my
like a
brother
cartoon character.
recommended these
Yeah.
to me, and as long as they
It
work,
looks
I don't
like
care.
a good neck workout trying to keep your head upright while you're wearing them. But anyway, my dad,
Clip my teeth.
my dad always had lofty aspirations for me, much farther than my intellect would, and athletic ability would take me. But God bless him, he always wanted the best for me.
Doug and Quinn entered the room, and he just wanted to let us know that the reason for him being here is because he's taking a poop at work.
Is he taking a poop at
Please-
work
please
in
tell me you're
Texas,
joking.
or is he
That's what
back
he
in the
said.
States?
That's a direct quote from the.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
Doug
it's-
and-
He says taking a poop at work. LOL.
Did he poop at work in Texas after he bailed on us and never let us know where he went?
Well, he went to Texas. You just announced that.
No, I know that, but he just up and dropped everything.
Clearly, you know where he went.
No, but just up and dropped everything. That's fine.
He's doing the same thing right now.
Oh,
Can I get a marker
well
on that?
played.
Can I get a marker on that one, Bob?
That is 5128. Sir.
Okay.
Joe, I'm empty.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh, you're.
I don't even care. Fuck you guys.
All right. Let's grab that fireball.
Don't give a shit.
We, I recall.
Does Willy Wonka make your beer?
Oh, it makes-
Looks like a goddamn gobstopper.
Look at his.
Oh, he's seen this one before.
Yeah, I've had that. It's pretty
Dragons
good.
and Yum Yum.
This is the. If you harken back to episode, I'm going to say number
Men's
Oh,
beer.
17.
we need a harp right now.
Girly beer.
Oh, the Wayne and Garth.
Yeah.
He was
Remember
sitting.
back
Joe
in
was
the-
sitting right next to me. He was sitting literally right here, and he was just made some disparaging comment about beers that he didn't. Beers that taste funny or beers that are fruity, blah blah blah, and then I said, "Well, try this," and he's like, "That's pretty good."
No.
and that was the end of that.
No, that's when you were knocking me
Here,
for
grab-
drinking
grab
that
the-
for
grab
drinking
the,
that Genesee Black, and I said you guys haven't even tried it yet, and I'm like you're
Grab
drinking
that
some
flavor.
raspberry, dark chocolate, whatever.
Yeah,
And you're
but
like,
you
"Well,
literally had it in my. And then you
No,
were
but
like,
I
"That
drank it.
tastes
I said pretty good. And I'm like, did you guys try mine? And you're like, no. I said, well, what are you shitting on it for? You haven't tried it yet. I tried yours, and I said it was good.
I don't think any of us were shitting on your beer.
I remember when
Every
we,
podcast I come to from now on, I'm going to bring the worst beer that I can
I
find.
already thought you were doing that, sir.
Bob,
No, what's wrong with
I remember
Coors?
when we talked about that.
We need that sound.
Close enough.
That goddamn soundboard.
Right.
Do we need to hire more interns in the Schnozzcast video department?
More.
Sorry,
only have
do
the
we need to
one.
hire interns in the
only have the one.
Schnozzcast?
We need
Should we
that.